A new study released this morning says fewer of us are feeling happy here in the United States. That's according to the annual World Happiness Report. As it turns out, you'll have to cross an ocean to find the happiest place on Earth. Finland came in at #1 in the report, followed by Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, and the Netherlands. The U.S. came in way down at #24, which is its lowest ranking since the report was first published in 2012. CBS News correspondent Ian Lee is joining us now from our London bureau to break it all down. Ian, you know what life is like here in the U.S. You've been in Europe for a while, too. Why are these European nations seeming to come out on top?
Good morning, Errol. You know, the weather's gorgeous here in London, so I should probably start this with because I'm happy and I know it. And you know who is clapping a lot is Finland. For the 8th year in a row, that country has come out on top. Finns fundamentally feel safe, relaxed, have a good work-life balance, and I'm sure sauna culture helps. The study done by the University of Oxford, United Nations, and Gallup looks at everything from social support, income, health, freedom, absence of corruption, and generosity. Caring and sharing was a big theme this year. Researchers asked folks in 143 countries to rank their happiness from 0 to 10. Rounding out those top 5, as you pointed out, were Denmark, Iceland, Sweden, and the Netherlands. What I found interesting is the Himalayan kingdom of Bhutan was nowhere on that list. That country's national policy is gross national happiness. But I guess researchers don't rank professionals. Errol?
Very interesting, Ian. And I know that part of why some of the Nordic countries rank so high is they say they live close to nature. They get to be, next to the ocean, next to the sea, next to forests. I'm wondering, though, why the U.S.'s ranking dropped this time around.
Yeah, this happiness report had some sad news for the U.S. It did rank 24th on that list, and as you pointed out, this is the lowest ever, having peaked previously at 11th place when the study began in 2012. A big contributing factor was a rise in the number of Americans eating their meals alone, with 1 in 4 saying they now eat by themselves. The U.S. was also one of the few countries to see a rise in what's called deaths of despair. These are people dying from suicide or substance abuse. The report showed a general increasing in anxiety, worry, and stress, along with a decline in trust, not only in the U.S., but also around the world. Almost 1 in 5 young adults globally have no social support. And bringing up the rear at the bottom of this list will come as no surprise for many. Afghanistan was determined to be the most miserable country, with Afghan women saying their lives are especially difficult. Last year, the Taliban banned women from education and even showing and speaking in public, showing their faces, that is.
Yeah, no big surprise there. But for here in the U.S., that loneliness epidemic continues. We all need each other. Folks, check in on your friends. It's well worth it. Ian, we appreciate you giving us this happiness report. Thanks for your time.